Evening, guys. Back for a beer review. So, Brandon and Nick at Exit 12 sent me two beers. I reviewed one last night that was Always Faithful. Awesome beer. Really impressed with that. That was a West Coast IPA. So, tonight is Lateral Cohesion. This is a brown ale with cinnamon and apple, 4% ABV, 36 IBUs, and they used WLP 005 British ale for this. So, Nick, I figured I'd use a Boston Sam Adams for you, Boston Lager. Nice little hiss there on the opening. Let's see if we can get the pour here for you. That's a pretty looking beer. It's got a little small bubbles coming up. I think maybe we can get the whole thing in there. And that's a good looking beer right there. Let's see if we can get a shot of clarity. It is, I think it's super clear. It's just a darker beer. So I don't know if you can see like a mahogany type of color to it. It's probably the best look. Definitely got some nice bubbles coming up from the bottom. Not a lot of head retention, but there's definitely carbonation there. You can see the bubbles coming up. Yeah, definitely. They're fairly quick rising. I wouldn't say super fast rising, but they're definitely there. So maybe just a little bit light on the carbonation. And I know Nick and I were talking about this last night on Discord. We're going back and forth. Shipping is always hard with carbonation. The cans where they hold. If you bottle, same thing with the caps. Do the caps keep it in there? So, but man, that's a pretty looking beer here. Let me see if I can get a little bit of the chill off the side of it. I know, like the bottom, you can kind of see a little color. Let me see if I can get the light right above here. That's pretty right there through the bottom there. That's really nice. All right, let's get a nose on it. Thanks, Brandon. Thank you, Nick. That is right off the top. I'm getting cinnamon. Definitely a malt. Definitely reminds me of an Oktoberfest type of nose to it a little bit. The maltier side of an Oktoberfest. Maybe a little bit of a toast or biscuit to it. Boy, that's inviting. All right, gents, sláinte. That's really good. I like that. I didn't know what I was expecting out of it. I don't know that I've ever had a brown ale, to be honest with you, and with cinnamon and apple. I'm almost getting, I'm not sure here. There's a lot of complexity here, guys. I'm not sure if I'm getting apple through it. Definitely cinnamon's coming through. There's definitely a malt. I'm not exactly sure what the grist was in this. There's definitely a definitive taste that I'm getting in the back of my palate. And I don't know hop schedule either, so I'm not sure, if there's a hop bitterness I'm getting on the back of my palate. I like that. That's a really good beer. That'd be excellent with dinner. I think they were talking about having this around Thanksgiving time. That'd be really good with that. Not a cloyingly sweet malt. Like, sometimes you get an Oktoberfest, you get that overly sweet malt, but the malt is definitely there. Man, I'm not the best with descriptors, so I apologize, guys. That's something I probably should get more into is BJCP and have a better understanding of my palate and those types of things. Some of you guys I watch you do beer reviews, and I'm amazed on your ability to be able to pick up on things. And I'm just a big dummy. I don't know. That could be the case too, but I don't know. I don't know all the descriptors as I'm going through them. So I can tell you, I really like it. Again, the only thing, and again, this is just my palate. There's a little bit of a hop flavor. I'm thinking it's a hop flavor. I'm getting the back of my palate that I think is a hop bitterness that might be just a touch high for me. And again, this is just me. that might tone that down just a little bit. It reminds me, I don't know if this is the best way to describe it. When you have a green beer, and what I mean by that is like a NEPA that just got kegged in the last couple of days, you get a little bit of that, and I don't know if maybe this is hot bite that you get, but it's that almost like a vegetal type of flavor that I get on the back of the palate. But front palate, I really enjoy the cinnamon. I enjoy the malt that's there. I really enjoy this beer. This is really, really good. I enjoy this a lot. I don't know if there's a smoked malt in it, maybe. I'll have to ask Nick and see if they put anything like that in there. That might be what I'm getting, and I might be completely off when I talk about that hop. That might be just a little bit of a smoked malt that I'm catching. I just don't know. It's not off-putting, so it's not like, oh man, I can't drink this. I drink this entire pint without a problem. But that's really good. I would love to try a brown ale someday. This is a great fall beer. I've heard people talk about brown ales and either love them or hate them. And I think I was listening to Mike Dean talking about a brown ale last night sometimes having too many complexities in it. I think he was doing that in his Homebrew Wednesday last night. So for my first brown ale, I'm really impressed, guys. Thank you very much for sending me the beer. Hope I did the review justice for you. Again, I apologize if I'm just a newbie goofball on descriptors. So, but I do appreciate the beer. I'll be shipping back to you guys some beers here fairly soon. As soon as we get our collab done, I'll try to package up a bunch that I've got here as well and get them back for you. So, all right, guys, that's almost 7 minutes on a beer review. I think that's plenty enough. So, appreciate it, guys. Exit 12, Brandon and Nick. Thanks, guys. Sláinte, everybody.